Hi, my name is Carl Fogel. I'm with Open Tech Strategies, and I've been asked by the WorldWide Telescope Steering Committee to say a little bit about how open source projects work, and in particular, how we envision WorldWide Telescope working as an open source project and how that relates to the AAS. Let me start by quickly clearing up a common misconception about open source projects, which is that people often think that they are loose collections of volunteers who donate time on evenings and weekends for the common good of the project. That's not actually how most work is done in most open source projects. It's actually developers who are paid for their work, not by one central entity, but paid by their own host organizations, their employers. And those different institutions come together and cooperate on the project because it's in their interest to do so. And they will assign their developers a certain amount of time to get a certain bug fix made or make a certain enhancement or new feature in the code base, working in concert with all the other institutions. The way these projects work best is when there is a central coordinating staff, and it can be relatively small. They are only there, uh, primarily there, to amplify the work of all the other participants. And then the central staff, of course, does some development work on its own in order to maintain technical competence and to lead by example for all the other participants. That's what we envision for WorldWide Telescope, and that is what is described in more detail in the proposal document. And I would just like to add that of the open source projects I've seen, WorldWide Telescope is particularly well suited to this model. The large body of WorldWide Telescope users is a demographic composed of people who are highly likely to have the skills needed to participate in an open source project. This is astronomers, people who work at planetariums, museums, research institutes. Many of those people have a willingness to sit down and open up a text editor and make a change in some program code. And if given the right encouragement, they will do so. If the central staff provides a promise that your changes will be evaluated, they will be reviewed, and when they're good, they will go into the code base, and if they need work, we will give you feedback. That cycle of attention and engagement and eventual reward for investment is what makes all healthy open source projects run. And given the demographics of the user base, Worldwide Telescope is particularly well suited to run in that way, as long as we make the small investment of having that central staff to coordinate all that work. Thank you.